Epstein Island. Believe the science. 15-minute cities and CBDCs. Gates is good and GMO food. Big Pharma wants help and government's help. We ain't asking anymore. We ain't asking anymore. We ain't asking anymore. We ain't asking anymore.
Yeah, dude, you blew my my intro away. I haven't seen that before.
You've never seen it?
I've never seen it. I'm always tuned in. Everything's already going on all the time, dude.
That's funny. The guy that actually made the song is in Portugal.
Oh, really?
He's Portuguese. Yeah, he's a flat earther guy that lives in Portugal, very famous. I'm not a flat earther per se. I really don't know. I don't care about the subject.
You're not. I figured you were a flat earther.
Nah, I mean, I don't know either way, so I don't argue it. It's like, how can I prove it? It's like,
I really don't know. I have never circumnavigated the globe.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing I can do to prove it, so I'm not going to argue it. Yeah, he made it for me. I asked him to make it, paid him good money to do it, and then the gentleman who makes the videos for Dollar Vigilante is the one who made the video itself. He's a good friend of mine. So Pete Gorman, he lives over in Thailand. I asked him to do the video, and he took a good month to make it. So, he's a hotshot video maker. So I still play it. It's actually about a year old now. It's almost time to get an update.
It's a good one, though. It's a good one. I love it.
Welcome, sir.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm in beautiful Portugal myself. My goodness, man, what an awesome place this is. I grew up. I traveled a little when I was in the Marine Corps and whatnot, and of course around the States a little bit. But I never really got out and seen the world until the last decade or so. And man, this place here, some reason Europe is really near and dear to my heart now, and Portugal is like, if I was to fix California, like it would be Portugal.
I get it, man. I get it. We love Portugal as well. The only thing I don't like about it is I'm not a big fan of the bacalhau, the salted codfish. I just can't stand the smell of it, and it's everywhere.
I haven't experienced that yet. I know now they do these little barbecues out here with sardines on them, and the sardines are they're not like the canned sardines. They're like these big. I'm not big on sardines, I'm maybe a bass steak or something like that, or shellfish, but yeah, or sushi, but the sardines over the open fire just don't float my boat.
That's very, very European.
Yeah, it's very European.
He's the same way. When I lived in Sicily, you get sardines everywhere, or they'd be grilling up squid or octopus on the side of the road.
Yeah, I quit eating octopus last year after watching this documentary called My Octopus Friend or something like that, and it was just like they're so alien human kind of things that I just couldn't eat them anymore.
Yeah, this is a funny story. I watched that. You know who got me to watch that? Was the fire whale. I was at the fire whale's house. And we're sitting there, and my son, he wanted to find something so that my son could watch. So he's like, "You guys, have you seen this story about the octopus?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" "Oh, you're going to cry." I'm like, "I'm not going to cry." "You're going to cry." And I cried, man. That show is
it's a great story. It's one of those tear jerkers for sure, and after that, when I went to, where were we? I was, Greece, I think. And there's octopus everywhere in Greece, and I love it. It's so delicious. And I saw it at the table, and I'm like, that movie just hit me, and I'm like, oh shit, I can't eat octopus anymore. There's no way. and so I haven't, and to my detriment, because I really love that stuff.
Yeah. It bothers me now. I can't eat it. I look at it like just no, I'm not gonna do it. But okay, all right, let's.
Yeah.
Bro, there's so much stuff to talk about.
I mean, gosh, the crypto environment is just getting insane. I mean, I'm so excited about what's coming, and just coming back from your event, I'm reeling. Oh man, so much to talk about that too. Maybe we should start there.
Yeah, sure. So people are still here. I was supposed to go to dinner tonight. There's like 3 folks that are still hanging out, but I'm still not 100%. The event was fabulous. Because 2 of our guests couldn't make it, 2 of our crypto guests couldn't make it, I had to really step up on the first day. So out of the 6 hours, I think I was on stage for like 4. So I was like, man, I wasn't expecting this, but it ended up being a total blast. And then when Friday came, we went out to the islands and went swimming and enjoyed that nice catamaran, and we wanted to leave. RG3 was getting paranoid because they couldn't start one of the engines. He's like, I got to get to the airport.
I know, it's like, oh man, changing international flights is a nightmare.
Yeah. So that happened. But so we got everyone on the bus, and at that moment, I know I'm done. I'm like, okay. My whole body's like, okay, Randy, you can relax. This week is done. Now you can go home and chill. I get to my house, I take a shower, and it hits me immediately. Boom! I sit in my recliner. I swear to God, I did not wake for 2 days. All I did was get up, do my business, and go back to the recliner. And my kid and my wife were up in the bed for 2 days. It was that's how sick we all were. And and then at least 50% of the people that came to the conference got sick. And it was in the military, we call it Ricky Crud, when you go to boot camp and everyone from all over the country comes together and everyone gets an icillin shot in the ass to make sure, you don't get sick. I think it was just one of those situations where a lot of people, they don't travel often, and we all came together, and whatever it was, it passed through everybody really quick. And you got lucky. You're one of the few that did not get sick, but I'm still suffering. And my son is so sick, man. He got hit the worst out of everybody because he's been sick now, 10 days straight almost.
Oh, poor little guy. Yeah, he definitely don't deserve it. That's for sure.
No. Yeah, but the conference was wonderful, and we're already looking what we're going to do next year. Maybe have 2 next year, 1 here in Panama again, and then we're thinking Barcelona, just because Barcelona is where Grace's wife is from, and he lived there for 3 years, so he's got great connections in Barcelona. So maybe that's where we'll do our second conference. But all in all, I'm so glad that we did it, and I'm so glad that you came and spoke, and all the other speakers that did make it.
I was honored, man. Thanks for asking me to come up on stage and let me speak into your people's lives. And I don't take that lightly, because I know what kind of guy you are. You've built a really good community, man. And my hat's off to you. Everybody there was just solid, good people.
Can you believe how many women were there, bro?
Yeah, I mean, gosh, it was
half.
I've never seen a crypto event that was like half and half, like women, men, and they weren't just there, on the arm of the man. They were there for the crypto experience. Like, some of them traveled there alone. Like, you had women that came from the States that were like in their early 30s, like they're on their own, like
solo.
It was really
Cryptobella was one. I know she was solo.
Yeah,
Julie came solo.
Yep.
Yeah, and do it. I mean, that's serious stuff.
Yeah, no, that is a shift in crypto, because I go to events, the Bitcoin events. I mean, it is, it's a crypto bro fest. Everywhere you go, it's every Bitcoin event. Yeah, I go to a lot of events down in San Diego and California, and and there's like one or two, token women there that are, hardcore crypto, and then maybe, somebody on the arm of a crypto bro, and that's it, but your event was, I mean, it was equal mix, 50-50, and all equally as dedicated, and into what you guys are doing. And it was really cool to see.
Absolutely. I think it was also too that helped that we did talk about health, which was it's a big topic. Stem cells ended up being a huge interest for everybody.
Yes.
I didn't expect that to be, but it happened. And I had some great talks with Dr. Romo and Dan and Chris since the conference. That I loved it. Pulse Revision says our booth girls are OGs. That's so true.
Bro, you know what I'd like to see, now that we're seeing kind of crypto narratives change, I'd love to see somebody say, when stem cells versus when Lambo, right? Because I mean, you don't have your health, I mean, I'm pouring everything I can into this old body to see if I can make it work longer, make it healthier, do the things that I want to continue to do as I go. Like, I'm looking at my surfboard and the surf right now. I mean, I wish I could turn the camera around and show you, but as soon as I got to Portugal, I'm right on the beach. My apartment's on the beach, and I love to surf, and I'm 58 years old, and I still have the ability to go out there and do it. And I want to keep this ability, and keeping your health, stem cell research, peptides, all these dietary things, longevity research, all this stuff is going to help us to live longer lives, more healthy lives, and have fun doing it,
Absolutely. I'm telling you guys, we'll be doing a lot more. I'll be doing a lot more shows about these subjects. Just because I've got one of the top 5 stem cell doctors in the world is now a good friend. So
thank you for the networking opportunity, because they're my friends now. Also, I'm already contacting, because they're in they're out there in California, and I'm like, in their backyard, and they're sitting down talking to them, and it's always weird when somebody's like, oh yeah, man, I watch your show and I see it, and they kind of like, they've been watching you, and they know who you are, and you don't know who they are. But I'm equally as intrigued with them and what they're doing and their research and what they have access to, which is cutting edge health. And it was thanks for that opportunity. And that's what people don't understand. The value of these events. I know that recently there's been a little rift because Richard said, hey, these crypto events are worthless, don't go to them, or whatever, and I don't agree. I maybe some of them, like I was talking about the Bitcoin events and things, there's people out there charging extreme high dollar amounts for tickets to go to the Bitcoin conferences and stuff that they have, and VIP events and stuff, way out there. But the networking opportunities that you get when you go to these events, and the people that you get to really know who they are, it's priceless. It's really priceless, especially at this time in crypto, where everything is getting ready to flip. Like the crypto bros, the scammers, the all of that's about to start changing, where now real crypto folk are going to be able to get up on their feet and start running. It's going to be incredible. So these networking opportunities are important. And I'll tell you what, I'll be at No Permissions every year. I am going to support your efforts. You put on a dynamite show. My hat is off to your wife, Annabelle. What a phenomenal freaking host she was. I seen Annabelle on your show. We've talked in the green room a few times with you and her, but to see her in action and what she does to support, I don't know how much work you were really doing, but she was, dude, your wife was
doing shit. I was just talking.
She was running around with that, like a clipboard, like you here, you there, boom, 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 and it was just one after another. Boom.
But that's how my house is. She's a drill sergeant, man.
I bet. I don't know how you're gonna do it, bro, with the drill sergeant and the chemist, physicist. Your son is freaking brilliant, man. I mean,
Okay.
I've never met a little guy like that. He just is a mile a minute. And, you know, good people by their kids too, when they raise kids like that. Your son is dynamite, man. It was really awesome.
He had so much fun, and he wouldn't. He told me straight up. He goes, "Dad, I'm not going to wear this clothing and like the spaceman outfit and the Nope token thing." He goes, "I'm not wearing those unless you pay me Robux." He goes, "I'll wear."
And he's an entrepreneur.
I'm not doing it for free. I'm like, all right, kid, you'll. But when he knew he was getting paid, he went all out.
Yeah, right on, man. No, that kid's got a head on his shoulders for sure. You've raised a winner. That's for sure.
Yeah, gonna try to keep it going that way, man. And I don't want to push him too much into the digital stuff. I want to get him active in, maybe jujitsu, and he doesn't like football, or soccer. He doesn't want to do soccer anymore. So it's time to move on to something else. But, hey, I gotta find something for this kid. He gets bored of stuff really quick. And that's the cool thing about homeschooling. You push them there. They find a subject, you go all into that subject, and they learn everything about it. And then they get bored, and you move on to something else. And that's just the great thing, or I should call it unschooling. That's the title for it, rather than homeschooling, because homeschooling, you still have a full curriculum and all that. This kid, he has no curriculum.
He doesn't need one.
No,
he's a walking encyclopedia, man. The kid just picks up things and
he just reads full-on books already. He's 7. I'm like, look, man, I don't need to force this kid to do anything. Just
tell the audience a quick story. So my first interaction, I've seen him on stream and stuff before, but my first interaction with him, we're driving home from the airport, and he's giving me a tour of Panama, and not just a tour, but he's explaining the buildings, the names of the buildings, why the building was there, why the building was empty, why the building was full, why the building was even belonged there in the first place. Each one, as we're going down the road. I mean, it was incredible. And he's 7, guys. He's a little guy, but he knew the lay of the land, that's for sure, and was my tour guide all the way from the airport back to the hotel.
Yeah, he loves doing it. That's his favorite thing to do. He'll do it all day long. If I was taking people to the airport all day, he's happy to. Oh man! All right, so let's talk about what do you want to talk about first? You want to talk about the Pulse, what's going on with you guys, or you want to talk about what the fuck is happening?
I want to talk about what's going on in crypto. I mean, I know my team just like threw their hands up and screamed right now, going, talk about the tour, but we'll get to that. But dude, there's so much going on. Like this guy, what was his name? George Torino or whatever, the SEC guy that was, heading up the cabal of lawsuits against all the crypto folks. They got rid of him. And they put him in the freaking mailroom, bro.
Good.
He's looking for his stapler right now.
That's the character with the thick glasses in the basement.
Yeah. Stick him in the basement. They just keep pushing. They push him out, and it's fun and games, whatever. But I mean, it's about time that the crypto space gets a chance to show what it can do, and give them tracks to run on, and give them some some breathing room. Yes, get rid of all the BS that they were pulling and why they were pulling it, and give them a little breathing room, and then sit down with those people and build regulation around it. If regulation is what you want, then use the crypto people to do so. We don't need bureaucrats, we don't need entities, we don't need companies, any of that stuff coming in and telling us what we should do, how we should do it. It should be us sitting down telling them what we need, And
it doesn't even take years, and doesn't take millions of dollars and millions of meetings. What they do, the typical bureaucratic thing.
We shouldn't be 13 years into this with no rules, and I know this is no permissions, and you guys don't give a hoot anyway, but and I love that no permissions is like, that's my new mantra, because I don't care anymore. I really don't care. I'm not asking permission to do anything. I am going to keep moving forward and doing what we do, because I know that we're on the right side of history. I know that there are good people out there that want to do the right thing. And we don't need bureaucrats, agencies, and regulators telling us what technology should look like and how it should be developed. Let the pioneers do that. Let the innovators and the visionaries do that. And if you see, okay, have some people in place. If you see something egregious, then okay, let's fix that. We don't want to get money to terrorists. We don't want to give money to drug dealers and child traffickers, and we don't want to give them the ability to do things easier to hurt people. But we don't want you to stifle growth. We don't want you to stifle us changing the world and making the world a better place and fixing finance for people who have been screwed for so many years,
Absolutely. And one of the things that happened out of all this was Trump pretty much says that no central bank digital currency. That was one of the best things I could possibly hear.
Yes. I mean, gosh, that is like taking the gun away from our head, It's like, okay, that's gone. Okay, now give us some more breathing room. Okay, get rid of all the regulators that are putting out all these bogus lawsuits against all of us. I'm tired of talking to lawyers. I'm tired of talking to government agencies. I'm a YouTube guy. Yeah. I build communities around things that we like. I don't even really go out and tell people to buy this or buy that. I tell people to go out and educate themselves, to learn about what these things are about, and let's all get together and bring good things to market via word of mouth, and that's all I do. And I'm being scrutinized, and I'm tired of it. It's not helping us. It's not helping them either. They're going after the wrong people. I got nothing for them. They got nothing. I'm not going to bring any justice to anybody by putting me, in jail or stifling me and what I do. It's free RG3. Thanks, Monk.
Thanks, Monkey. RG3 at first. That's funny. It's funny during that whole thing when everyone was getting their letters. I just got a message from Twitter that just said, "Hey, we got a letter for you or something from so and so." I'm like, okay. They don't have my address. I'm like, I never received it. So
those guys aren't even in my jurisdiction.
Like,
you could just have Putin send me something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And then, funny enough, it was shortly thereafter that I lost my Twitter account permanently. And my original one, it had like almost 40,000 followers. And I tried to get the account back about 3 months ago. And I used to do it on a bi-monthly basis. I'd message them and say, "Hey, can I have my account back?" After Elon took over. And they'd be like, no, you can't have your account back. And finally, I wrote a kind of an angry message. I said, "Listen, you guys said free speech was allowed." I said, "Shouldn't I have my account back? What did I do wrong?" And they wrote me back a message. It's really weird. It said, "You, sir, will never have your original account back." I'm like,
wow.
I was like, that is weird. And Facebook told me the same thing.
But
so both of the big ones said no.
What egregious thing did you do that caused that action?
Well, I know the Facebook one was all about COVID because I was so anti the stuff, and I'm not sure about Twitter. It could have been me doing my Wednesday night gambling. I was live streaming to Twitter as well, and I know now that it's not allowed. But I don't think that should be a warning, not a banning. But
they did that to my YouTube channel one time. We were one night we didn't know the rules, and one night we were all I'd seen people with guns on YouTube. I didn't know you couldn't have a gun on live stream YouTube.
I remember this.
Yeah, so we were all, "Hey, look at my shotgun. Hey, look at my AR. Hey, look at my AK." And all of a sudden the stream went boom. And we're like, "Oh, what happened?" And they sent me a letter, and telling me
what was the one where you had your pirate guns.
I do that. I do my blunderbuss. Now my blunderbusses are literally props. They're props. So, and it comes on in the beginning of the show. So it doesn't, they don't get tagged. My blunderbusses don't get tagged. I guess they think flintlocks, aren't a suicide weapon or something.
It only a clear a deck. Handheld cannon.
Yeah, and with Elon saying, there's going to be, free speech and all that kind of stuff, and them still kind of gatekeeping here and there is okay, well, what are you guys really going to do? Oh, look at that.
That's actually a pretty good question. Most people wouldn't think about that. It's not, because USDC functions on the blockchain separately from what everyone else will be using. So when you're using the US dollar, it'll have nothing to do with USDC. But if it's a CBDC, everybody will be affected by that particular CBDC, and they'll be able to track anything that you do. We still want privacy.
Yeah, and like, for instance, a Coinbase or a Gemini can say, okay, well, we're not going to allow you to use USDC, but they don't have control of the USDC as far as its functionality. Like if the United States government was to say, okay, your government check or your tax refund or whatever is in CBDC, and now all of a sudden you start stacking up CBDC, and they say, you know what, we don't want people who have CBDCs to spend their CBDCs on tobacco. Or we don't want people who have CBDCs to be able to buy M&Ms. Exactly. Or your allotment of Coke has gone overboard. So you can't have any more Coca-Cola. Once you drink a gallon of it in a month, you're done.
Think about EBT cards.
Yeah, like, or you can only shop at this grocery store. You can't get your eggs at that grocery store, You have to use your CBDCs here, and that's the difference between USDC or stablecoins and a CBDC. Because if the government makes a CBDC, they can control that thing however they want.
Yeah, programmable money. That's the whole thing with a CBDC.
Yeah. So that's
well, the problem with USDC, that reason why I don't like it, I like PDI better. And I learned this from Richard Hart, credit where credit is due, that, USDC, they could turn off your account, right? If they don't like what your wallet's doing, that particular wallet, they can actually shut off your USDC in your account, and it can't be moved or used for anything. And they've done that with the cartel and other groups. And that's why the cartel loves Tron USDC. That's their favorite. But yeah, just be careful out there with that stuff. PDI, can't shut it off.
Nope. Any of the decentralized stablecoins, especially what's being put on Pulsechain now, because we're pegging those, we're building those, we're part of the ecosystem that's growing it, and it's all decentralized. It's oh, there she is, the queen herself, Annabelle. Great job, Annabelle. My hat is off to you. You are a phenomenal host. Thank you so much for everything you did for me and in the process there. You put on a great show, and you're a great host. Can't wait till the next one.
She's got always carrying cough drops, man. She's I got some here on my desk, my Ricolas, but she carries this thing, something called Zoriton, which is a Latino one. She's always got it, man. They work so good. All right. So, okay, let's talk about Pulsechain real quick. What's going on with Pulsechain? Look, I don't know about you, but every Maxi's head's exploding, and they are losing their shit. I mean,
so my post was, and you liked my post. My post was, drink up me hearty yo ho, and laugh, and it's because I knew that it was going to happen. I knew that heads just exploded everywhere and everybody was upset. But you know what? It was like, look, this is classic Richard Hart. He's not stupid. He goes, okay, if this is what the market wants, then give it to the market and let the market decide. He doesn't try and sway the market. He moves with the market. And that's the sign of intelligence and understanding and knowing where things should and shouldn't go. And he's always been up front on that, and in a leader when it comes to that. And as itchy as it may be sometimes, because a lot of the things that he's done have been itchy, but he's always steered the ship in the right direction, especially in rough seas. And that's where we're at right now. We're in rough seas, and Richard has been steering through these rough seas and navigating for us. And although it's itchy, I think it's itchy. I think, I saw all the torta memes and all of the other crap that is being made, but I also seen Pulsechain pop up to number 4, where we had never been before. And that's like, check, score. We're on the score.
That's the cheapest form of marketing he can get for the chain.
Right?
I mean,
right? DGen. How about it, DGens?
Yeah. And these people, man. And I got to tell you a story. It's really funny. And Solidex is my, I'm the co-founder. It's the second coin that we launched over here on Pulsechain. And that's the gaming one. It's our game's coming soon. It's in audit right now. But what was really funny is that so much money left Solidex over the last couple of days, and those people, you could track their wallets, went directly into the pump coins, all the different coins that Richard Hart did. And I've always said that the Solidex community is nothing like my no permissions community. Even though there's a lot of no permissions people in Solidex, the Solidex community itself is degenerate. These people, they chase, man. And I just thought that was hysterical to watch. And you can see them all complaining in the chat and stuff. And oh man, so-and-so just sold 2,500 Solidex and they went straight over to pump tires. And I'm like, you guys attracted that type of people. That's what, you coddled them.
It doesn't matter because, everybody's free to buy and sell when and what they want. And no permissions, right? Yeah. It's, you can scream and yell and eat shit and bark at the moon, I call it, but it's not going to do you no good. People are going to do what they want. And either you move with the market and what the market's going to do, or you sit back and sit on your hands and you don't worry about it. And you just shut the hell up and go on your way and wait for your time to come with whatever strategy or whatever it is that you're doing. And if you're one of these people that's, a code maximalist, or you're in it for the tech or whatever, it's not your time yet. You're going to have your time, but it's not your time yet. So shut up and let these guys do what they're doing. And hey, I know I got a good friend just told me over the weekend, I'm out here. I can't do anything. I couldn't degen. I'm a little pissed off about it because I degen too. I just like everybody else. I'll do a little here and there. I don't bet the bank, the house on it or anything, but I'll play with it and have fun. But I know someone made $400,000 over the weekend, off of this.
A lot of people did. I don't participate.
I don't. I would have played with it, but I wouldn't participate.
I am not participating in it. I have no real interest. I'll tell you why in a second. But the other token that really got slammed hard, it was two, Solidex and Teddy Bear, and I think it's because the two communities that are attracted to those tokens are absolute degenerates. It's like that. So, I mean, you and I go back to crypto a long time. So I think this really reminds me of 2016, 17, when it was the ICO phase.
ICO craze, yeah.
And people were going in there and they would buy new things every day and throwing $1,000 at it, and $1,000 would turn into 40 grand. And that was pretty popular. That happened a lot. Mm-hmm. And my group that I had back then, my private group, these guys were, some of them had like 100 coins at a time. And I said I would never do that again. So when this starts going down, I'm like, I'm not participating. And I'll sit back and I'll support it. Thank you, Richard, for bringing this and helping increase the volume for the chain and all that. But you think so? You think it's similar to what we've already been through? It's like history repeats.
History repeats itself. There's nothing new under the sun. There's a new game to be played. it's not crypto's time yet. It's still a degenerate's playground. And I think that, as more, gosh, I hate even saying this, as more value from more rational, stable investors comes into the space, those things will start to level off, change. The volatility will start to level off. I mean, as much as I hate it, that now all the Bitcoin, and thank you, Maxis, for selling all your Bitcoin to, BlackRock and whatnot, because it's over. There is no more Bitcoin owned by, big Maxis. They've given it all away. They sold you guys out, and now it's owned by BlackRock and Grayscale. And look at what's going on. Just look, there is no Bitcoin, moving around. It's all paper Bitcoin now. It's all moving around on paper, and that's a shame. But it could stabilize the market a little bit, and DeFi hasn't had that problem yet. But maybe when the market starts to stabilize and people start to maybe disperse their risk amongst the other cryptos, then we'll see a little more stable market. And I hate the reason it is being stabilized, but
we knew this was coming. We absolutely knew it was coming.
Shoot, man, people were begging for it. They wanted it to happen. They wanted institutional money to come in, but with institutional money comes institutional control.
Even Trump's son is talking about Ethereum, right? Watch out, Ethereum. Watch what happens with Ethereum. And he keeps saying these things on Twitter. So is that going to be the next big one that gets co-opted? It looks like it.
I mean, they're just going to go right down the line, right? Wouldn't they?
Yeah. How long until they talk about Pulsechain being co-opted? That'd be funny.
Well, and then all the people here and all the OGs and the Maxis and the people with big bags, and you'll be singing praises like all the Bitcoiners have been waiting for a decade and a half to have this opportunity to have institutions buy all their big bags, and they've got it, and they're all say la vie off into the sunset now, and the community and all of you guys be damned, they're going to disappear, or they've already. Most of them were sitting in the background anyway. They weren't. Yeah. They weren't there for you. They were waiting to toss their bags, and they did.
They're all gone. Everyone that I was friends with back in the day, they're all gone, or they went silent. They made their millions and got out.
Yeah.
All right. So listen, 1 month from now, exactly 1 month from now, I will be landing in Las Vegas.
Are you sure you want to say this? Do you want to let people know you're?
It's okay. It's okay. My wife and I gotta brag. I have to brag for a second. We got business class tickets. They weren't direct. Copa Airlines wanted $8,500 for business class to fly direct to Vegas, and I told them they could pound sand. I'm not spending that much money. I said I'll fly with the gallineros in the back. I'll be a chicken in the back of the plane. I'm not spending that kind of money. I told Anna, and she goes, "Okay, well, I guess we'll have to fly regular." I'm like, "Well, we'll see. Let me check one other thing." And I went to Expedia, and lo and behold, United had business class for $2,600 for the both of us round trip. I was like, well, I'll be darned. Here we go. So we got our business class. It's not a direct flight, but it's okay.
Yeah, we're still going to fly in somewhat of comfort, because
that's somewhat comfort. And we're coming in, and we're going to be there for a little over 6 days. Hope to see a lot of you guys. We are a sponsor. The Solid Index is a sponsor of the upcoming Pulsechain tour. And Annabelle and I will be at the booth. Also, Axis is coming, and so is Crispy Man, and we will all be speaking in a I don't know what you call it, a panel during the conference. So, do you want to give us an update what's going on with the Pulsechain tour? If there's anything new that we should know?
Yeah. So we've of course Discourse Syndicate, 9-inch, Actuator, Pulsechain Foundation, Pi, the Grays, Pulsechain Cabal, Pulse Entertainment, and Cryptographics, of course, Axis, are all sponsors of the tour. So all of them are going to be there with their booths or their golf holes. We've got golf holes that people are sponsoring, which the golf tournament's going to be crazy. But of course, March 6th through the 9th, so 369. The 6th is going to be Thursday, which will be registration. And we're going to have a welcoming dance party, kind of like you guys had a mixer. We're going to have an evening party to kick it off, laser light show, open bar, boom, 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 have a big party, get everybody just kind of loosened up and having fun and getting to know each other. And then after that, they're going to have the first conference day on the 7th, which will be
RG3.
Friday.
Hold on a second. RG3, you froze on us, buddy.
Uh-oh.
You got a little check mark. You got a little thumbs up thing going on.
What's going on here? Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Huh. I don't know what happened. It's
Here,
let me see something. Hold on 1 minute.
Yeah, go down and come back up. No,
I'm
still froze.
Still frozen. Hold on a second. Let's see here. One more time here. Nope.
What a weird freeze.
Were
you using your phone?
No, I'm actually on camera. Hold on a second. Let me see something. Maybe my camera did something weird.
That was. There you go.
There, we're back. Okay. Yeah, I figured out what that was. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so after that, the 7th is going to be speakers.
Start again, because that happened like right when you started talking about the conference.
Oh, so I missed the 6th, the registration dance party?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So on the 6th, we're going to have, just everybody's going to come there. We're going to have a DJ dance party, open bar, laser light show, the whole shebang, shaboom. I'm going to have a good time, just everybody meeting and greeting just like you guys did and get everybody to know each other and start networking. That's because that's what these events are for, is for networking and getting to know one another and build a stronger community. So we can go out there and feel more confident, having people to talk to, having people to, interact with and help you with onboards and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's what they're for. It's for networking. And then on the next day is when the conference starts, the 7th, which will be Friday. Going to be all the speakers. We're going to have like a gazillion speakers. We're going to have Coffee, Marlon Williams from Pulsechain Foundation, Wild SJ is going to be speaking, Axis, Randy, you're going to be speaking, Crispy Man, B Roots, Nuclear Herbs, our lawyer that's on and hopefully going to have some really cool updates about what's going on with the SEC and everything. The Project Pi guys, Chris and Van Dale will be there. Of course, Dollar Cost Crypto and Cultivate Crypto. You can't miss those two guys. William Aprice, Whitney Magic, the boys from the DGN Roundtable, Zenith and Ascending Man. Bill's not going to be there. But Queen Wiki, who else? Alexander Alexander. What's his last name? Saucian? I can't remember. Corey Geary will be there. Dane will be there. Chris Schloskowitz and Coach X is going to be there. So they're going to be, for the next 2 days, speaker after speaker, panel after panel, talking about the things you guys want to hear about. And also one of our special guests that's going to be there is Zach Conine, the treasurer of Nevada, who has really leaned into Pulsechain and the Pulsechain community as far as, getting to know us, connecting us with um, the Attorney General of Nevada, the Governor of Nevada, and just, I mean, giving us access to these people because they want to learn about crypto. They want to learn about DeFi, and that's what's exciting, is that they're not just wanting to know about crypto. They want to know what's going on in DeFi and what our community is talking about. So that's really cool that he'll be there. And then on Sunday is going to be the Pulse Masters golf tournament. That is KC's, Kaylin, you guys all know her. She's the one that puts on these events. She put on the tour for the Germans when they went around, for Crypto Spellbook when they went around the world. She put on my events, the early events in Vegas, and she put the world tour on last year, and she put this one on. She is just a firecracker, and that's her baby, is the Pulse Master. She uses it as an onboarding event. So we have, she literally flew down to Vegas, I think today or tomorrow, just to make sure that the golf tournament has put all the flyers up around the golf course, because the crypto prize is so big now. I mean, this thing could hit $100,000 by the time the golf tournament comes up. So literally there could be like one of the biggest crypto prizes ever in a golf tournament at this event. And it's all because of her and what she's done. And she puts on a great event that each hole is going to be sponsored by a project and have some cool kind of fun gift game thing, giveaway, or just hang out at their hole. And and then of course the prize is going to go to whatever golfer's there. You don't have to, and that's why she's there. She wants to make sure that that the golf club there is actually promoting this to all of their people, and people that are coming in from around the world, coming to Vegas, and say, hey man, there's a crypto event going on here where you could win a lot of money in crypto. And 4 people last time won that weren't crypto bros. They had to make wallets, and they sat there and they made wallets, and they got their prize money in crypto, and now they're hexagons, and now they're crypto. So it's a really cool onboarding event. So I'm real proud of what she's done with that, and all the work that SJ's done to make it all happen. I couldn't ask for a better team. But the Pulse Masters, that'll be on Sunday. And it's just going to be, hey, if you're not into crypto, that's fine. Just tell people that there's a golf tournament out there where they can win a bunch of crypto money. So that's the event, and it's a labor of love for me and my team. We love doing it. It's not a money maker. And some people think that it's some kind of money grab or something. It's not. We don't make anything off of this. You know that from putting on the events. It's really to build our community and pump our bags and show the world that we're doing legitimate, real things out in the real world. And I know there's things out there that work better. I know, Richard loves the direct mail thing, and I know that the direct mail works, and I know that there's all these other things, but this is my thing. This is what me and my team do. And I think these are things that are necessary. Bringing the people together, bringing the people to an event that they want to be at, where they can get the information and network with the people they want to network with, and have a good time. And there's no better place in the world to have a good time than Vegas.
Absolutely. Really looking forward to it. There's only one restaurant that I'm super excited to go to, and that's Giada's over in the Cromwell.
Is that the gal that's the Italian food place?
Giada de Laurentiis. Yeah.
So what's so special about? Because I'm a foodie. I've never even thought of going to that place. What?
Well, the thing is, it's our conference is at the Flamingo, and the Cromwell is next door. So it's and the Giada's restaurant, and I think it's the second floor, and it overlooks the fountains and all that. So it's like a beautiful place to go. But we watch all the YouTube stuff. Anna's never been to Vegas, so she's hunting all the stuff to do and all the restaurants to go to, and that's our top choice right now of places to go to. Look, steakhouses, I'm sorry, man, I like grass-fed, and here in Panama everything's grass-fed, so I'm kind of spoiled when it comes to beef, so I'm not really caring about going to steakhouses. I mean, we can go, sure, but I'm not pumped to do it.
There's some really good ones there, and I forget the name of the mob one that me and Dollar Cost always. The Stearns, not the Sternstein, something's not. Anyway, there's one that all the Brat Pack used to go to. It's very famous, very nice, very good. That you can get whatever you want there.
All right.
One steakhouse I really like there is on the top of the Rio. If you go at the top of the Rio, there is a steakhouse called the Voodoo Steak Lounge, and they've got a tomahawk there that will just blow your mind, man. Gosh, they got really good food. But you can find grass-fed beef anywhere there, but not like in Panama. I mean, you guys, your churrasco and everything that was out there, man. I ate so much beef while I was there.
it's everywhere, and it's cheap.
And it's cheap. Oh my gosh, Panama was. Your dollar goes a good way over in Panama, man. That is for sure. For sure.
Sure does. But not as far as Portugal though. You got to beat Portugal's cheap.
Dude, it's really nice here. I mean, like for literally nothing. I got a massage and a pedicure today.
Pedicure. That's it. I'm done with you.
These ugly toes, man, but they ain't ugly no more. They look good. Man, I like my feet feeling good, bro. I don't know, man. There is something about having nice feet, dude.
I'm gonna let you slide with that.
You ain't never had nobody work on your toes, bro?
I tried to get my wife, but Anna, she said I'm not going near that shit.
Of course, dude. Hey,
but you are from California, so I'll give you a pass.
You wanna make your wife happy? Go get them toes done, man. Go get them toes done, so you're not like slicing her legs off at night.
That just sounds so crazy to me. Oh goodness.
Oh man, dude, I'm telling you, get your feet rubbed. There ain't nothing like. I got a massage today where a lady was standing on me, man. She was. It was beautiful.
Is she a Thai with the Thai massage?
Yeah, it was a Thai massage, and it was right here in my apartment building. There's a massage parlor. There's a nail salon, the whole thing. And I was just like, self-care day. I'm good. Get my feet done, get my back stepped on, and go surfing. And what a glorious day.
Beautiful. That's something a great day, man. Oh.
No clear coat. I didn't get any clear coat on my nails. I don't do that. I just
thank you.
I just get the something about
like get a clear coat. Pulse rate. Oh man. Oh God. When Max took when we were on the yacht on the catamaran and he took his shirt off, I could have sworn the guy was a bear for a second. I was like, bro, you have to worry about getting sunburned. God gave you natural sunscreen.
I did that for a minute. I jumped in the water and it was beautiful. I mean, I had to. It was like, you took us to that island and we moored the boat right off the island and everybody jumped in. They had the slide and stuff and all that off the yacht. And I jumped in, but then I got stung by a jellyfish once, and I got stung twice, and I got stung a third time, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm out of here. There were people sitting there like, it doesn't bother me. And I was like, no, I don't like the jellyfish. So I came out of it.
I didn't get stung at all. My son didn't get stung at all either. We stayed in for a while, but we both had our long sleeve sun shirts on, and I think that's what helped us. Those shirts.
Real quick, my team is like, okay, good job. You talked about the Pulsechain tour, but how about putting the link and telling people how to get tickets?
Go ahead.
So just to let everybody know, the VIP is sold out. We have no more VIP tickets. Those are all gone. But
I'm not going VIP. I gave my VIP tickets up. The ones for the sponsor. I said, I don't need them. So don't worry if you can't get VIP, guys. You're still gonna have a blast.
Oh yeah, it's still a great time. So yeah, and you don't really miss You miss the red carpet treatment. You miss the go into the green room and get your snacks and all that stuff and the big dinners. But you still have fun with all the Pulsechain people, with all the crypto bros that are out there, golf tournament, the whole thing. You get the whole show and all of the event and everything. So you're gonna enjoy yourself. So if you want to get your tickets, it's at pulsechaintour.com, and Randy maybe put the thing on the description or put it under the screen or whatever. How about SJ? You throw it in there, he could just pull it up.
What are we talking about? What are we looking at?
She should be putting up a link. There you go. You can just throw that up. SMO Spider threw it up there. So there's the link. You go to pulsechaintour.com and you'll see where all the tickets are and whatnot.
Here, let me present real quick. Oh man, see if I can find it. I've got so many screens open. Oh God.
You're as bad as me. I get yelled at for all this stuff.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's the tickets are still available for the event, and you won't be missing a thing. Just the red carpet treatment. But yeah, there's the website. Tells you what's all going on. You still get to go to the event. Go to the golf. Hey, who knows? What if you shoot a 70 or something? You win the golf tournament. There's weirder things have happened, and there's going to be some crypto there up for grabs.
Yeah, I'm going to the golf tournament. I'm gonna just drive the golf cart with you, RG3.
Yeah, I'm just going to go out and terrorize the golf course. That's what I'm going to do, because I do a little round ball. Like I'm into board sports and stuff like that, but water sports, I love getting out on the water. But yeah, no golf for me. It's not my thing. But yeah, there's a link and the Cromwell. Those are the hotels that we will be staying at.
And Flamingo.
And
now I did look. Annabelle and I are world travelers, all right? So we do deep dives into where we want to stay. We chose the Flamingo because that's one, where the location of the event is, and two, it's central. Our room actually has a view of the fountains. I can't remember what's the name of the one does the fountains.
Evil Knievel's fountain.
No, the beautiful. In front of Flamingo, there's the beautiful fountains that are.
Oh, you're not talking about the Bellagio's fountains. You're talking about
Bellagio's fountains.
Oh, the Bellagio's. Yeah, that. If you've never seen the Bellagio's fountains show, like that is an incredible show. Like you always see a quick shot of the water spraying back and forth, but if you've never sat there and watched the whole fountain show, and that is something to behold, man. That is something else.
Absolutely. So there's a lot of rooms and stuff, different levels you can get. They're not too expensive at the Flamingo. Now the Cromwell is right next door. The Cromwell's it's not a big hotel. The rooms though are very plush, and it's more of a masculine feel in that hotel, I think.
Yeah.
But you can see down in the corner there. Geez. I've got to change screen here. This right here, that's Giada's restaurant that I was talking about.
Yeah, I remember that restaurant. I remember seeing her face up on the billboards and stuff.
Yeah.
Now I'm not sure. I think it's the Cromwell, not the Link, but that's like one of the old original. Now, of course, it's been redone and whatnot. I think that's one of the old original gangster hotels.
Yes, absolutely, it is. It is.
Clear dead hookers out of the mattresses back in the day. I think, that's got serious mob history right there at the Cromwell.
Jeez. All right. And then you had the Link. The Link is probably your cheapest of the three. But
very nice. The Link is very nice.
But you got the promenade there with tons of restaurants and what's funny is that on the promenade, on one side you have the Flamingo, and then the other side you have the Link. So even an entrance to the Cromwell. So those three hotels are extra.
room off the back side, like you see where the big Ferris wheel is back there.
Yeah.
You can see the dome out of your window, because that dome's right behind there too. And they've always got some show or some emoji bouncing off of it or something really cool. If you've never seen that, what do they call that dome?
I can't remember. I can't remember.
The sphere. There you go. Thanks.
And I went to go buy tickets for that. I wanted to possibly check out a show, but I wasn't going to spend $500 per person to do that.
That thing is incredible, man. I don't know if you've like seen if you saw UFC when they had it there, but the whole thing looked like the Amazon, like you were in the Amazon forest, and then all the
totally immersive.
so cool. Like you couldn't. Yeah, it was bad. Now they've got a problem now, because somehow, some way, people figured out that you could climb up to the top of this thing, and they've had people climbing up to the top of this sphere.
People are nuts. They're a bunch of Russian kids, these Russian kids that go to the top of these towers, like the cell phone towers in the middle of nowhere, and they hang off of them and stuff. Have you seen that? Those kind of guys, the ones that do the climbing, bonkers, absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, my son does that rock climbing things. They all run around trying to see if they can hold their fingers onto things and just hang their whole body weight off of it. And so no, thank you, not my thing.
As the most spiders says, beware the mochas. Look, in Panama, it's 100% legal, so they're everywhere all the time. You just can't avoid it.
No,
but
that I stayed at a nice apartment Airbnb right across from the beach there, and every day, like down in the lobby, they were dressed awful strange for being in that apartment building, but they were all, they'd come in via, some Mercedes or something, and
wait. Let's be clear. You did not stay in a normal apartment building. You stayed in the bougiest ass apartment building on the strip.
I don't know that. I saw, hey, this is nice, and gosh, Panama's prices are so good. I'm like, oh, okay, but yeah, it had like 2 walls of window that you could just see the ocean. It was really nice, really nice.
He kept thinking, oh, this is, all the restaurants around here must be absolutely amazing like this. I'm like, no, they're not. But the one he chose is just stunning, including the restaurants that are there.
It was really nice. Really nice.
All right, RG3, I'm losing my voice, man. I got to get some more rest. This shit's killing me.
My brother, it was a pleasure. Thank you for having us on. Thank you for supporting the tour and being part of our event, and we enjoyed being part of your event. And every year, man, I'm gonna be part of yours, and hope you guys are part of ours. And let's just keep building these things until we're filling up stadiums.
Absolutely, mine's just going to be an annual, and maybe even biannual, just to spread the word in other countries. But yeah, I think it's a different way of spreading the word of Pulsechain. If you have the money to do it, that's the thing. It's not a very profitable thing.
Yeah, it's not for everybody, but it's definitely for people who want to do a little bit more, want to support a little bit more, want to be a little bit more involved in the community, and get to network with folks. And who knows where it'll take you, because we've seen everything from marriages and kids and business relationships and other cryptos and other communities and streamers all pop out of these things because of the networking that they did. If it wasn't for these events, I wouldn't have the people in my life that I have in my life. You and I, we've been friends, but now that we've connected, it's even stronger. I know your family.
Absolutely. It totally changes it when you meet in person.
Yep, it does. It's a big deal. So we're going to keep doing it. And I hope you guys keep doing it too. And we'll support you the whole time.
Oh man, I thank you for that. And thank you, Black Hexagon, and thank you, SJ, for supporting this man and keeping the dream alive. You have a great night. I see it's getting dark over there. It's time.
Yeah, it's starting to get dark. And I got to go surfing in the morning.
Oh, nice. All right. Hopefully I'll be able to keep breathing. Shit, this stuff's killing me. All right. See you later.
Right. Get well. Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
See you, everybody.